Alright, so today I'm going to talk to you guys about how feminism has killed feminism. Now, as you guys know, nowadays it's pretty much just taboo. Anything feminism is taboo. Nobody wants anything to do with it. I mean, it's become such a radical movement with how it's gone out of hand online that it's seeping into the general population of what we consider rational thought. Now, this leads to various problems, but the main thing is that it's distracting us from what the real issues are. We get so many people, circle jerking each other off about, their whole victim complex, about, the patriarchy, the man, just people just hounding them. But really, it's just their own personal problems, trying to create a political movement for self-gratification. And what this does is that it kind of just distracts us from what's really going on and the real issues that need our attention, not just for women, but for men also, because it affects all of us together as a society. And what happens today is going to be linked to the future. So, I'm going to talk about a few things, some of the more real issues when it comes to feminism, and why they're important. So first of all is abortion. Now, whether you're pro or against, whether you're pro-life or pro-choice, the fact is that in the United States, abortions are legal. Now, the problem is that you get a lot of states, a lot of red states, conservative states, very religious states, that use loopholes in the legislation to make it nearly impossible for women to get the abortions they need. Now, this creates a problem because it extends not just to just regular people who've had sex, it also extends to rape victims, minors, and other problematic things. And in Texas, which is where I live, there's only a handful of abortion clinics. And of those clinics, people have to go, take a whole weekend trip to get out there, and then they force them to wait an extra 2 days before they can actually get the abortion. They make it crazy expensive. They don't let it covered by Medicaid or other types of insurance won't cover it. So you have this real problem where you have people who who are not financially stable enough to have children in a position where they're nearly forced to have the children that they don't really want, which is in a very good it's not a very good place to be because it creates resentment, and you have a whole generation of people who might have parents who don't even want them. You end up in poverty, which increases crime rates, and there's tons of studies on this. You can look it up. It's very easy to find this information. So there's some real issues, some real problems that we have. And their argument is like, oh well, we're following the law. We have the abortion clinics. People can get abortions in Texas, but it's practically impossible, which is, in a way, a systematic form of sexism against women, all for their personal belief on whether or not you should have an abortion. Secondly, I think I feel like real feminism has already won. Women have every right, but there's some places where it's lacking, and I feel like that is sex ed. And that's not just for women, it's for men also. It's a very, people don't have the sexual education. There's no standard for it. People just aren't getting the information that they need. Some counties even just teach, Amnesty, I think it is. You just don't have sex. That's what they teach, just don't have sex ever. You have sex, you're just going to fall off with an STD. They just teach whatever the fuck they want. And that's a problem. And so that also becomes sexism, and very against women, because then you have men who don't know what rape is and what rape isn't because no one's taught them. And so those are the kind of things that can happen, and those are the real issues that people should be talking about. I mean, the real problems with feminism are out there in the developing world, where rape is just okay. You can rape whenever the fuck you want. In the U.S., rape has gone down since the 1990s astronomically to what it was before, all because of this push for people to be more educated on it. And I think that to make a better place, we need to stop focusing on the little things that people are complaining about, personal issues that people are pushing for their own personal agenda that seep into feminism and focus more on what the real problems are. Anyway, thanks for this video. Hope it didn't come out shit. Probably edit the fuck out of it. Bye.